Okay, good morning. I'm here at Angels Rest Hikers Haven in Parisburg. They got a full house here, like 18 hikers, I believe, and I'm doing some hiker interviews. Just did a couple, and I'm doing a couple more right now. I'm doing an interview here with a couple of guys that are hiking together, and want to let them introduce themselves and tell us the trail names, when they started, any advice for hikers, and anybody they want to say hi to back home.
All right, I'm Dingo. I'm from Cleveland, Ohio. We started the 26th of February from Amicalola, did the approach trail. I would almost advise hikers not to do the approach trail. It doesn't matter in my opinion in the long run, but it's worth it to do it one day. Just advice to hikers. I'd say the one thing is if you're thinking about coming out and doing it, I think just going to do it is a big step, and you'll learn along the way. There's a steep learning curve out here for sure. We've sent a bunch of stuff home and switched gear and everything, but I think just taking the step to actually doing it is really important. And mentally, if you can do it physically, you're going to be fine. Well, up to this point at least, I don't know, but mentally, to have a support system at home is really important. That's probably my best advice.
Okay.
To say hi to my family, my sisters, Iris and Annabelle, and my mom and dad at home. Hey, I'm doing well.
Live.
Yeah.
Well, it's nice to see that you have a smile on your face and you seem to be enjoying it.
Yeah.
So that's the important thing. Okay, let me switch over here to your partner.
My name is Hooch, or my trail name is Hooch. I'm from Southampton, New York. At home, I guess anyone that I'd like to say hi to would be, I've got a pretty big extended family who's all pretty interested at this point in what I'm doing, because I don't think many of them would come out here and do that. So I think they'd get a kick out of seeing this, if any of them see it. So my whole extended family, but mostly my two brothers and my mom. Advice for hikers, I'd say pretty much take it day by day. You know, every day is different. You know, you're going to get some bad days, you're going to get some good days, and that's perfectly normal. Just roll with it. And, you know, I'd say the biggest part for me is, besides just taking it day by day like that, just I think the learning curve point is a really good point. You know, I don't think the biggest part for me was, a hard part for me was committing to doing this. It was a very short notice thing that I was making my decision whether or not I was doing it. And I could not be happier with the decision that I made to do it. And
5 minutes, Corky.
I would say that that's one of the biggest parts, just making the decision to get out here, getting out here. And you're going to figure out how to, you know, make this work. You know, you figure it out. You're living out here every day, so you figure it out. So just definitely make the decision to get out here and remember to take it day by day and roll with it.
What's your biggest problem that you experienced on the trail?
In the beginning, I'd say it's definitely just getting used to hiking every day. Like, it becomes very, very natural. Your hiker legs are a real thing. Like, distance becomes easier and easier. But I'd say the biggest thing for me out here is, and the reason why we've been here for 2 days is weather. I think weather has more than just to do with, like, you know, whether or not it's going to be, it has a lot to do with just mood as well. You know, like, it's really easy to feel great on a day that's unbelievably sunny, and they're going to get days that aren't sunny and that they're cold. So, you know, don't be, I'd say, afraid to take it, you know, take a day off if you need to, like, stop somewhere. But I think the biggest part about that sort of thing is remembering that you kind of, everybody hikes at their own pace. Even though we're together, like, we split up from time to time, and, you know, don't feel pressure to, like, you have to be somewhere you're supposed to enjoy it. So, you know, if there's bad weather and you don't want to be out in it, you know, don't be out in it. And if you want to be out in it, be out in it. So
I understand.
Weather's a big thing for me, but I don't know. There have been days where I've enjoyed being out in the rain. So again, I think that kind of goes with taking it day by day.
Well, when it gets later on in summer, when it gets real hot.
Yeah, no, we had a hot day the other day. We had a hot day maybe a week ago that it was raining. It was the first time I didn't have to put my rain jacket on, and I loved it. I was soaked, and I was like, I feel great.
Yep. Yeah, when it gets real hot, the rain is nice.
Yeah, it is. Right, that's definitely
Okay. Anything else that you'd like to say to anybody, or any advice on the trail or anything like that?
I think what Hooch was talking about with the mood, the mental thing, I mean, you're going to have low points. like real low points, your mind is free to go anywhere, and it's gonna go places that you might not want it to at times. But I
A lot
think
of thinking time.
yeah, coming back to where like what you're doing and why you're doing it is really important, and knowing that like within yourself, and you're gonna be fine. You'll find out a lot about yourself. We already have. and it's-
Remember, you're here to enjoy it.
Yeah, you're here to enjoy it though.
It shouldn't be something you don't like.
You find there's a tendency to like overthink when you get out there hiking.
I think that there's a lot of time to think, so it's hard to say that there aren't going to be times when you're overthinking stuff. But like the biggest part is remembering that this is, I mean, at least for me, something I'm supposed to enjoy.
Yeah.
And I think a hard part of it, and I think you could agree to this too, is that so we went to college together, but it's we kind of always had the understanding that like we both were fine with having our own space.
Right.
But I think it became more about understanding. You know, it's hard to hike with somebody every single day, not just because it's hard to be with the same person every single day in general, but just because there's going to be times when, you know, someone wants to be up at 6 and you want to sleep until 9, and like this, that, and the other thing. And I think that the most important part about that is remember that it's fine. You know, that's fine. You know, hike at your own pace, and
Yeah, you
Don't
got
really
you
worry
can't
about
worry
it.
about someone else's timing. It's
Yeah.
all
so
yeah. You
Enjoy
can't latch onto someone else's schedule and try to keep up and stuff like that. And if it works out, it's gonna work out.
like he
If
might be
not-
leaving the hostel right now. And
Yeah,
I
he's
might be
staying
staying
to do
for
some
a day. I've
stuff,
got some
so-
busy work.
But
I
we'll
gotta
meet
take
up in
care
a
of.
couple days if that happens. Like,
Yeah.
like we're not worried about it.
Well, that's a good thing. You know,
Yeah.
they say absence makes the heart grow fonder. The thing about it is, if you spend every day, 24 hours a day with somebody, then after a couple of days you want to kill them. You know.
Yeah, exactly. you need time alone. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, listen. Thank you very much for the interview, and I wish you guys the best of luck
Absolutely.
on your
Thank you.
hike, and I hope you guys finish up in Maine. When you plan on finishing, anyway?
We don't have a set date, but
Ideally, hopefully, if we can keep the pace up, like July.
by the end of July.
By the end of July. Okay.
Definitely before the money runs out.
For the money runs out.
So
That's the important
out
thing.
like that.
Okay. All right. Well, listen. Thanks a lot again, and I hope you guys make it on down the trail. Okay.
absolutely, thank you.
Thank you.